ladies and gentlemen. Leonetti!
Hi everybody, welcome to the Mike Leonetti Variety Show. I am so excited. I'd like to thank the wonderful Academy for the Melissa Beautiful Academy Award for this beautiful trophy that I could personally take home tonight and put on my mantelpiece. I want you to sit back, relax, don't move. We got a fantastic show. Oh my God in heaven, I am so excited. What a wonderful award.
Go with Melissa.com, a directory of ways to help your family and business lifestyle flourish. Go with
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Michael Leonetti Variety Show with my beautiful co-host. And I'm talking about beautiful. She's the best of the best. Melissa.com. Hello, Melissa. How you doing today?
Hey, doing great.
You feeling great?
I'm feeling great.
Oh, you look so pretty.
I'm so excited for today.
Oh, my God in heaven, how pretty you look. Well, before we start the show, let me tell you something. This show, we got some fantastic guests, but who pays the bills? I got to talk about Mr. Kellogg. Thanks to Bob Kellogg, Kellogg's Cornflakes, for one of our sponsors. Also, we have WeLink, which is my brother. But I got to tell you, my brother's the best disc jockey in Vegas. He's doing a commercial for himself because for people, what he does, oh my God, nobody is as fantastic as him. And naturally, we have Melissa.com. Melissa.
Go with Melissa.com.
Go with Melissa. Go with Melissa.com.
That's me.
Yeah, that's her. That dress is gorgeous. Where'd you get that dress?
This one is a Sandra Folk Couture original.
Well, we got to take a peek at it. Let me take a look at it.
Here we go. It's nice for the summertime.
Oh, my God. The lady in red. The fellows go wild over the lady in red. Ow! Boy, I feel good today. Oh, what drugs does for you. Anyway.
It's the sun. You're getting a lot of sun.
Oh, forget about the sun.
It's good on you.
Well, like I say, a couple more things before I go any further. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me say it again. Like, share, and subscribe. People don't do it because we send this out to thousands of people that say, well, Mike, I get the show anyway. Stick your finger on the thing and share, mano amigo, on the lavatugas. That's an Italian thing. A lot of people don't understand Italian, but I do. And don't forget my book, ladies and gentlemen, Deceit, Corruption, and Cover-Up. I'm very proud to say that June 25th, my book goes nationwide, worldwide, Switzerland, Germany, France, Paris, Rome. You can buy China, even in China, you get that. Unbelievable. I'm very, very proud of that. And Candy Crusoe is my publicist, who is the best of the best of the best. And she's doing everything to get a book signing for me and trying to get me on the Joe Rogan show. And, because everybody knows that I went away for a very, very long time. But God has a way of working in people's lives. And I talk about that all the time. Keep your faith in the Lord, which is very, very, very important. Yeah. What do you got to say? I can't get over how lovely you look today.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate it.
Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling great. There's really good things going on.
Well, you had something, something that you got a big award, didn't you?
Yes, actually.
What was it? I think Rick's got a shot at that, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rick has a shot right there.
Oh, my God. What is that?
That's a certificate of recognition from the city of Las Vegas for my company, GoWithMelissa.com.
Oh, how do you like that?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, I'm being recognized all over for the things that I'm doing with the business.
Well, I recognized you as soon as you walked in. So, I mean, I think that's a wonderful. I didn't get a certificate.
No,
I got a
recognize
parking
you.
ticket, but I
There
didn't
you
get a
go, yeah.
certificate. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so proud to say November 8th, the Boss will be in concert again at the
St. George
Cathedral,
Yeah.
Orthodox Cathedral on Jones and Charleston with my co-producer of the show, Leah Roberts, and I have Monique is in my show doing a tribute to Connie Francis.
Twice as nice.
Twice as nice, doing the whole hour of Motown. Get down with Motown. And naturally, Sal Santiago, my very dear special friend, he's going to be there. And the guys in the band, Joey Farina and Mike DeBarry, Father Frank Fabio.
I'm not in the
and
band.
Steve, what? Who? And Steve
I'm
Johnson.
definitely not in the band.
You're not in the band,
No.
but you'll be there. It's a black
I'll be
tie
there.
event. It's $125 per person, but it includes all you can eat, all you can drink, and the money goes to the church, which is very, very nice. Well, ladies and Gentiles, monkeys and reptiles, without further ado, let me introduce two phenomenal guests. A very special friend of mine that worked for me for about 3 years at my restaurant. He's pound for pound one of the best. And let me tell you, I'm a funny guy. You know what I mean? I tell it like it is. This guy there's nobody like him. He's performing at a lot of places. Well, I'm going to make him tell it. Put your hands together. And I want lots of applause. Yes, Aunt, give me lots of applause. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Robbie Howard, everybody. That's my buddy Robbie Howard. And next to him is the beautiful, the lovely, very dear friend of mine. How do you pronounce your first name?
Terry.
Terry. See, I was going to say Terrie. That would be, no, I was kidding. Terrie Rimson, who does a tribute to
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. R-E-C-P-P. Something like that. Anyway, so.
Kind of close.
Poor Robbie. Robbie, talk to me, buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
So
I'm
where you
good.
performing at now?
Oh man. Well, I'm in town. I'm over at the Italian American Club quite a lot. I'm over at Siena on Tuesdays.
That's the Giancarlo, right?
That's the John Carlo
Oh, that's
place.
my buddy. I call him Double Breast, a double breasted suit. He says,
Yeah.
"Where your double breast?"
He's a nice guy.
He's a great
Wonderful
guy.
man.
And then I've been going out of town a lot. So usually I go back east for couple of gigs a month in California, Florida, things like that. So yeah, moving around a lot.
Moving around and doing great.
Yep.
You're saying about cruises as well. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I perform for Holland America Cruise Lines, and I headline on there, and it's nice. It's a free vacation.
Yeah, that is a free vacation.
Once a week, and you do one show a week, and then you lay in the sun.
What places do you?
Well, guess what? I'll tell you what I want to do. Do me a favor, Rick. I want you to show a clip of the magnificent Robbie Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you see this?
Salute. When you're drinking, this show looks good to you.
Roses are red, my love. Violets are blue.
You may think that I'm talking foolish. You may think I'm wild and free.
Georgia, oh, song of you. Whisper sweet and clear, like moonlight through the pine. Girl, I couldn't let you do this, let you walk away, when no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby. Well, she's all you ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner.
That's what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. Now, that's an entertainer. That's a guy that is magnificent, because when he played at my restaurant, standing ovations. The only guy who gets a standing ovation in town is me, outside of him. He was incredible, unbelievable. And I love you, Rob.
Thank you.
You are the best, because you are there every Tuesday right?
At Sienna.
That's important to mention that.
At
you know what I
Sienna,
mean?
on Tuesdays.
Right. And their food is great. Their pizza's great. And John Carlo's a very dear friend of mine. Next to you is the beautiful, the magnificent Terrie Rimson. Terrie, you're so pretty.
Thank you.
Where you playing next?
Well, I'm at the Alexis Park Resort Hotel weekly. I am one of the hosts for All Motown. So I am there weekly. And then I have some shows that I do around town, such as yesterday I did one at Max and Jazz, and I've been on the Dennis Bono show several times, and I've been at the Composer's Room.
Uh-oh, not the Composer's Room.
I've been several different places in the city, but weekly you can find me at Alexis Park Resort Hotel hosting All Motown. Then I have a show coming up, Aretha Franklin Tribute, which I've done twice. I did it in December, did it in February, and now we're doing it again at the Notoriety on July the 13th.
Boy, that's wonderful. You know, before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, you a great act. Rick, once again, give me a clip of this gorgeous girl. Let the audience see what she does.
Oh, you will see. It's just a matter of time. My love will surely make you mine. Get a little more, get a life. Everybody sings summertime. Nothing's wrong, it's alright. I like the kind of way we have fun. Ooh, your love turns me on. Yeah, that's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what I need. Shake it, move your hip, and move it from side to side. Sit yourself down in the car and take a ride. While we're moving rock steady, baby. Let's call this song exactly what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. It's a funky and low down feeling. What it is. It hits from the left to right. What it is. What it is, and it might be to it. What it is. It's funky, that's all right. Hey, baby. City traffic moving way too slow. Drop the pedal and go. Get up there, go. Go. We going right on the freeway of love. It's against the back. Respect when you get from it. Hey, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Mister, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care of TCB. Give it to me, baby. I need it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Wow.
What can I say? Phenomenal. Unbelievable. You know what I'm trying to say?
I wanted more.
Me too. She was great. She was out there.
He never does the song. He can't spell it. He can't spell it.
Oh my God in heaven! Unbelievable, great. So, is there the tickets? You have an album, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, look at that album.
That's
Oh.
a beautiful cover.
Is that a
Thank you.
beautiful
I really
cover of
love
that album?
Yes.
Unbelievable, just
Yes.
great. You know, and I love Motown because Twice is Nice.
Yes.
They're going to be on my show next week, I believe. Next week, we're on the show. Great act. Because the first hour of my concert, they'll be doing all Motown. And, you know, and then the rest will be the rest, the half of the show will be myself and Sal Santiago, and naturally Monique Mafia. Mafia. No, she likes to use her first and last name.
Muffy Hester.
Muffy Hester?
That's right.
Is that it? Muffy Hester?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
she's my favorite. She does Connie Francis. You might not remember who Connie Francis was,
No, I don't.
but she did unbelievable. I mean, the music that she does is absolutely great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're going to continue because we got other guests coming in. Robbie Howard said, how long do I have to stay? Could I get the hell out of here? Because I got things I got to do. You're not paying me for this crap. He says to me, so, because I just get $10 for gas. So I said, see my brother, he's got these cards. I'm going to teach it. I want you to, don't move, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come right back with a half a segment. I'm going to keep them here, but come back, and then I'm going to take a break, and then come back with my other guests, so I give them a little bit more time, so to talk about whatever they want to talk about. And I love the both of these kids. So wherever you're at, ladies and gents, that you're in Las Vegas, make sure you go see the great Robbie Howard and the magnificent, very dear friend of mine, Terrie Rimson. Love you, Terrie.
Love you too.
You're a doll, sweetheart.
Thank
You're
you.
a doll. We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back. Don't move. Don't move. Don't you dare move.
WeLink Internet, home of the super fast fiber optic speeds. Are you paying too much for your internet? Is your service slow? Is your bill outrageous and keep going up? Well, look no further. WeLink Internet has you covered. Not only do we have super fast speeds, unbelievable customer service, but our price is usually a lot lower than anyone else. Give me a call to see if your home is available, and I will give you 30 days free to try out our service with free installation, and all the equipment will be included with no rental fees. Give me a call now to get you set up with WeLink Internet.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I feel so good. I feel so terrific. Robbie said to me on the break, he said, he was leaving. He said, oh, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute. He said, I forgot to mention my show. I said, well, come on back. So go ahead, Rob.
So wait a minute. July 26th, I have a show. It's called Frank, Dean, and Friends. It's with Tom Stevens. And we do all of our characters. So we start out with Frank and Dean and for about 20 minutes, and then we do 50 different characters in the show. It's a lot of fun. That's at Leonetti on 26th of July. And then the 29th of August, I have my own show, and that one is at the Italian American Club. And I'm going to do, 45 or 50 different voices with my band and so on. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the same show I had on the Strip. I had it on the Strip for 11 years.
Well, you know what, Tom Stevens. Tom played for me, too.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know this, but Tom had an act where a guy looked like Jerry Lewis.
Yes, right.
He was from Australia.
Right.
Now, everybody knew I went to prison for 20 years. I went away for a very long time. That's why I wrote a book. Was falsely accused, and everything I lost, God gave me back. You know what I mean? Anyway, there was two things I wound up with in the divorce. Was the cookie jar that my grandmother gave me, and a watch that Jerry Lewis gave me, because Jerry Lewis was a very special friend of mine. And I remember when Tom Stevens performed there. I can't think of the kid's name. Do you remember the guy's name?
Yeah, Tony.
Tony.
I can't remember his last name. He's an Italian too.
Yeah. And they ripped the audience down. So what I done is I got on the stage and I said to my wife, I said, sweetheart, I'm going to give this watch to this kid. I said, because the day I throw a 7, that means you crap out. The day I die, it'll be a garage sale piece or somebody it'll be thrown in the trash. Jerry Lewis only had 2,000 of these watches printed. So I brought the guy on stage and I says, Tony, I would like to give you this watch that was given to me by Jerry Lewis. I want you to have it so you can give it to your children and your children's children. And the guy just was flabbergasted. But Tommy did such a great job, but what a pain in the ass he was. Jesus God.
That guy looks just like Jerry Lewis, doesn't he?
Unbelievable. And let me tell you, nobody looks like Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Nobody looks like, and then how about Tony Bennett? He does Tony Bennett. So ladies and gentlemen, for the people that are out in TV land, I want to say it one more time. Robbie, again, where you going to be at with the voices and the sound of the voices? Where's it going to be at?
July 26th, Aliante Theater. You go to their website and you can get the tickets.
How
there.
much are the tickets?
Tickets start at 40.
All right.
And they go up to like 60, something
Okay.
like that. And then the one at the Italian American Club is $70 and includes dinner, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, lots of laughs with Julio and the whole bunch.
Well, let me tell you something. Nobody does your Julio Iglesias impersonation. You floored the audience. And like I said, folks, he was with me for a year and a half, 2 years at my restaurant. And standing ovations every single night, standing ovations. Again, where are you going to be at, love of my life?
I will be at the Notoriety on July the 13th at 6:30 p.m. Giving an Aretha Franklin tribute concert. Oh, and by the way, that album that I gave you is now being played on 91.5 FM right here in Las Vegas.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's wonderful. And look at the song, R-A-S-E-P-P.
Sorry, S-P-E-C-T.
What is it?
find out what you mean.
R-E-S-C. I just said it. R-E-S-C. No. How's it go? How's it go, girl?
R-E-S.
No. I don't know. I know how to spell it. How do you
okay.
sing it?
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care of TCBA.
What I'm talking about? Look at Robbie.
Whoa.
He said to me, why did you invite me? He said, Robbie, thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here today.
It was my pleasure.
I'm serious. You are the best, and I love you with all my heart. I just met you. You're a doll, baby.
Thank
I wish you
you.
all the luck in the world.
Thank
You know what I'm trying to say? I wish it was 40 years ago. There was so much opportunity in Las Vegas. There was budgets. It's, you know what I'm trying to say to you. So I commend all you young people to keep the people that I was there with alive. The Sinatras and the D. Martins and the Tony Bennett's and the Aretha Franklins. You know, you got to carry the torch on. So when we're long gone, people, your generation, the new generation will always know who Frank Sinatra is. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a good time. If you don't have a good time, I don't know what to tell you. What the hell could I tell you? Don't move. We're going to come right back. I got 2 extra guests. Unbelievable. These kids are phenomenal. Unbelievable. I'm so excited. I can scream. Ow! What the hell am I yelling for? I got the job. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. We're back. How exciting. I feel so terrific. We got 2 other guests, younger people, wonderful people, and I'm proud to say, and producers, dancers. See, this is the generation, and that's why I'm so happy about this TV show.
Why are you happy?
Because we're the best in town. I handpick everybody that comes in, and it gives everybody an opportunity to see what is happening in Las Vegas. There's so much happening in Las Vegas that's not to be believed. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce a very beautiful, special young lady, Tattianna Rosado. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, Tattianna
Oh,
Rosado.
I didn't make a mistake. That was great. My brother's looking at me with daggers in his eyes. Rosado, right?
Yes, yes.
And you're a dancer and a choreographer.
Yeah, for dancing, I do hip hop, ballet, gymnastics, tap, and break dancing.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 20 in October.
Oh, we better get a cane for you.
Very good. Which day in October?
The 2nd.
Oh, okay. I'm the 19th. We're almost there.
Okay, I never even knew that. It's so cool. That's actually really cool. Because my sister, she's the 4th. So it's like,
Libras.
it's like back to back
It's
to back.
all of us. Yeah, there you go.
And that's what you want to do in your life. That's your career.
Yeah, my dream is to own my own dance studio.
Well, the money that I pay my brother, he'll have no problem financing your dream.
Yeah, just it's right there. Just ask Anthony.
No, he's laughing over.
Like, yeah, dancing, like, it actually really took me out of a dark place when I was younger. Like, I started dancing when I came out the womb. Like, I love dancing. And even when I was younger, in my household, there was a lot of fighting and negativity. So when I went to my dance classes, all that negativity and all the fighting, it just left my mind. And I love dancing. And I feel like that's why God put me on this earth for a reason, to change people's lives and tell everybody that be yourself, that you can actually do your dream if you actually have faith in it and work as hard as you can to get to where you want to be.
Well, always carry a flashlight, because if you're in a dark place, you can always brighten up and find your way home.
Yes. Really, dancing changed my life. It really did.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, listen, this is what I love. My brother says, oh my God, you're going to keep me up to 5 o'clock in the morning to do all this stuff, but that's why I love my brother with all my heart. Give me a clip of this beautiful girl, Tattianna. Watch the way this girl dances. Unbelievable. Is that incredible? Marvelous. You know, it's funny, that first position you just did, my wife had me in that position a couple weeks ago. And I swear to God, I woke up, I had to go on the beach and lay in the sun, and I get rubbed down with Bengay. Oh, my back.
Yeah, just looking at that, my 2 slip discs just kind of screamed. Like, Rickle and flipping that way. Wow.
Well, you know, Melissa, this handsome gentleman that you brought on the show, I'm going to make you introduce him.
Sure. This is Kristen Allen. And thank you so much for coming here.
Yeah, thank you guys for having
Definitely
me.
appreciate you here. Please let us know everything that you've been working on,
Yes.
producing all your movies and everything.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Melissa, for that kind introduction. My name is Christian Allen. I drove in to Las Vegas yesterday, all the way from Hollywood, which is where I live. I'm from Los Angeles, born and raised. I do producing out there, and I also do directing. And so for about 5 years, I've been producing for network television, although no show is as cool as this one, right? And so I've been doing that since going to UCLA, my alma mater, and then more recently have been stepping into bigger roles on movies and feature films, both producing and directing them. Some upcoming filmography that I'm really excited to talk about today, and that I think can really highlight what you're talking about, Tattianna, which is how art can take us out of really dark places and really put us somewhere else. And so I'm excited to see how that can do that.
Well, that's wonderful. How would anybody get a hold of you because they want to be in the movies?
Yes, okay. Well, if you're like Mike and you want to be in some films, you can find me on Instagram at It's Christian Allen, Allen spelled A-L-A-N, or you can go to moonrisefilms.com to see some of the films we have working on. So
That's smart. Rick, do me a favor. Give me a little clip of one of the movies that this young man produced.
If you don't like this role, why are you auditioning for it?
I'm not auditioning, I'm reading, which is basically the last step before I get cast.
Exactly. You! You who takes issue with the script. You who can't even get through the first 5 lines without having a brain fart.
I did not have a brain fart, and I know damn well every line of that script.
Okay, then what's your problem?
Claire, the script, the story, I mean, what? He pressures her to have sex, and yet somehow the pregnancy is her fault?
Yeah, she should have remembered to take the pill.
Okay, well, it's not like she planned on having sex with him. Besides, if he wasn't ready to have a child, maybe he should have kept it in his pants.
Well, not everyone who has sex wants a child.
And what if she did have her baby? Like, does that mean that he just gets to walk away?
In our world? Yes.
So you don't see a problem with telling women that if they get pregnant, it's their fault, it's their responsibility, or that if a man gets a girl pregnant, all he has to do is threaten her with an abortion.
No, I don't, okay? Because unlike Claire and unlike you, some of us aren't stupid enough to get ourselves into that situation. Okay, and frankly, Olivia, you are the only one that has a problem with this. Okay, God, we all know why you got the role, pretty white girl.
You know, I got to tell you something, Chris. That was very inspirational.
Yeah.
Very inspirational and very, because it's kind of Christian based, isn't it?
Yes. You know, I had a really strong conversion about 5 years ago. So around the time I was really becoming a serious player in the industry. And that conversion led me back to the Catholic Church where I'd been brought up in, and really left me with conviction of wanting to humanize the dignity of the human person, right? I think that's something that's kind of been thrown out the window as decades and decades have gone on. I think in so many different instances, from before someone is born to after and going into the geriatric age of one's life, we don't really respect life and see it as very precious and sacred as we ought to, right? But like, one person like you, Tattianna, can do so much with dancing, and all of us have that capability to really affect great change in our communities. Yeah. And so I want to help put that message out there that we are more than just the humans that we are. We have a purpose, and we have a purpose not only for ourselves, but for our communities, and film is a great way to wake people up to that.
That's marvelous. You have it's called Mia's Dream?
Malia's Dream.
Malia's Dream.
Yeah.
Malia's Dream. That's a beautiful.
That's different than the clip that we just seen, but this is your new one.
That's the new one.
Right.
So 5 years ago, I kind of embarked getting my feet wet and telling stories on unplanned parenthood and unplanned family, right? Because that's something I really grew up around my entire life. And so telling that story was a love letter to the single mothers and the teen parents in my own life. And we really were able to help humanize a lot of those families, but also call for civic support of them, right? We would do fundraisers and donation collections. So every time we would screen it, the cost of admission was donating critical items for families in need with the young children, right? So we would do that. The show was 4 seasons. It was a web series called An Unplanned Milestone. Got the notice of a lot of really great filmmakers that are also in the same mission to humanize life, but also like nonprofits like Students for Life. That brings me out here, has connected me with our mutual friend, Christiane Mersch, to do really great work on the ground, right? Fighting for human rights for all people, right? And so with An Unplanned Milestone, it also connected me with this production company out in Hawaii, in Oahu, Moonrise Films, and has gotten this film on my radar. And I'm so excited to continue this mission to humanize all life, but also to help create a greater blueprint for other filmmakers to do their same in their own way.
Well, that's marvelous. Well, I want to thank the two of you young people for coming on the show today. And I say this all the time, you know, I'm so proud to have this television show to bring these wonderful people to all of the people that watch me every week. Melissa, I always say you're the daughter that I lost, and I'm so proud of you because you did a great job. My brother, Rick McMannigan in the booth. Rick's going for some observation, and I want all my people to pray for him and keep his spirits alive, and prayer always works. We love you, Rick, and I thank you very, very much for the kindness that you've showed me through these past few years that I'm with you, and I want you to continue to be with us and strong and healthy. And I have to thank my brother, who I love with all my heart, for doing such a magnificent job, and my lovely wife, Laura, that spends every dime that I have. So unfortunately, Anthony, no, I'm only teasing you. And I say this all the time, if I had Aladdin's lamp and I had one wish to wake, I would not wish for caviar or
any fancy dish.
No, special dish. You
I gotta add a little bit of
She's changing it. I don't wish for dollars and dollars have you. I wish to come to the studio every week to bring wonderful people every week to people like you. Yes. Keep your faith in the Lord, and look above a cloud, and love the Lord. God is the King. Jesus is where it's at.
Yes,
don't you ever forget it, everybody. I'll see you next week. Madon, what a show we got next week. We're going to have a ball. Thanks, everybody.
Ciao, Mike Leonetti Variety Show fans. For everything Leonetti, go to the website MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Looking to have your business or client as a guest on the show? See if you are qualified to become a brand partner on the Mike Leonetti Variety Show by going to the site today. That's MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Don't forget to order his book, Deceit, Corruption Cover Up. Ciao for now.